not such a good filming day, I managed to film half this video without the camera turned on. So this is take number 2. I'll try and remember what I did. The reason for doing this class today, for me especially, is because I have been feeling very stiff through the fronts of my thighs and into my lower back. Now, I don't know if that's because I'm sitting around a bit more, or because I'm doing more gardening, or partly because I'm, like everybody else, have been feeling a bit anxious, holding my breath a bit, not opening up through the lower back. So I figured today is going to be a class about movement, and if you can't do anything, please just miss it out. I'm going to go through some slightly more difficult Pilates exercises, and they include the rollover. If you have osteoporosis, please don't do this class. If you have neck problems, maybe just miss that. A couple of exercises. I'll try and give modifications if I remember. So off we go. Checking into your body once again. I would like you to have your feet slightly further apart than they generally are. So you've got a bigger gap in between your feet. You're just pressing the floor away, standing up nice and tall. Now just remember try not to hold tension through here. This is our diaphragm. At the moment we're holding our breaths too much. We're waiting for the next disaster to happen. Just relax your diaphragm into your body. And be very aware when you breathe of your back line. Okay, so what I want you to imagine is that through your back line here, across your ribs, you've got a pair of gills. And my wonderful teacher James is always talking about this. We forget about breathing into our backs. So let's do 4 breaths in. Breathing in, just think of opening out through the gills in your back. And breathing out, just relaxing. Once again, breathe in. And breathe out. Each time you breathe in, think of the ribs widening, the shoulder blades widening apart. And each time you breathe out, just feel the softness in your breath. And everything just dropping. Make that the last one. So breathe in. And breathe out and just relax your shoulders. Now mobilizing the feet and ankles and thighs is a really good idea. So we're going to do an exercise now that I call arches in, arches out. Start with your feet parallel, and you're going to roll the feet onto the edges of your feet. So what you notice is that your knees start to move slightly outwards, but also that you're moving through the top of your thigh bones, where my hands are. And then you're going to roll into the insides of the feet. So your knees come together and you're rolling your thigh bones inwards. And I want you to do this and just feel the movement in your thighs, in your hip bones. So your thigh bones come into your hip sockets, your femurs, and I want you to speed that up. Just rock, 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 rock. Arches in, arches out. Just rolling, moving. Try not to roll off your little toes. You're trying to keep the little toes where they are. And then bring yourself back to center and just straighten up your legs. I'm going to stand sideways on so you can see me. We're going to do a squat. Now the aim of this squat is not to push your knees forward, but to keep your knees more or less in line with your ankle bones. They will move a little bit, but you're trying to the best of your ability. And I'd like you to take your hands forward because this will give you a little bit of ballast. As if our bottom is sliding down a wall, we're going to drop down. Now, you're going to be dropping into your ankle joints as well, so try not to let your feet roll inwards or outwards. Try and check your knees aren't moving inwards or outwards, and then press into the feet and come back up again. So we're going to do 4 of those, and each time you go down, just see if you can come down a little bit lower. Now try and keep that tailbone reaching back. Try not to let your knees come too far forward. Eventually your back goes forward, but try not to round it. And then press back up again. So knees bend, down into your squat, a little lower if you can. And then press to come up. So reaching out with the sitting bones. Always feel that these are widening out as you go down. Sit bones widening. Reach. Try not to shift onto one side and come up. Now we're going to go down and hold the position, whichever position we reach. Watch out for your knees, guys. Don't let your, if you've got knee injuries, don't go too low. Now we're going to lift the heels up and press them back down. So 6 of those, really coming up onto the balls of the feet, working through the ankle joints. I don't need you to cue your tummies. I know you're all doing it. I know you're all holding in. Not just letting everything go floppy. I can feel that juddering. Last 2. And then press your heels down. Straighten your legs, let your arms drop down. Bring your feet in a little closer to one another and you're going to roll down. So drop your chin towards your throat. Then as you roll down, just cast your weight forward. Throw it forward so that you're on the fronts of your feet, keeping a nice big gap underneath you. Lifting your tummy. Stop there. Pull up your diaphragm. Feel that open your back muscles and your lumbar spine, and then press into your feet and roll your spine up. Let your shoulders drop, roll your neck up, bring your head up. And 2 more, so drop your chin, cast your weight forward, let everything start to roll forward. Take a breath in, pull up the tummy, roll your spine up, and drop the shoulders and bring the head up. We're going to go down one more time. Okay, so we're going down again. Doesn't mean say it's the last one, guys. It never is with me. Take your arms back. Now reach your arms up, and as if you're going to push your palms against the wall that's in front of you, I want you to roll up, but at the same time, reach your arms out to the sides. Reach, reach, reach. And by the time you come up, your palms will be facing the ceiling. Okay, so we're going to do that again. I'm going to come sideways on a little bit further forward so that you can see my arms. Nod your head forward. Roll down. Just let everything go floppy as you roll down. Pull the arms up. Push the palms back as if you're trying to press them into the back wall or the front wall. Roll up, reach out with your arms. Your arms are turning in the armpits. Spiral. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Let your arms drop down. We've got 1 more, only of those. So roll down. Let your arms hang. Let your neck hang. Breathe out. Push the arms back. Breathe in, roll up. Hold. Lift the chest. Reach up with the arms. Drop the shoulders. Just hang in that position as if you're suspended from the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop the shoulders a little bit more. And then lower your arms all the way down. Good. Quick roll of the shoulders. And then bring yourselves back into a lunging, what I would call a lunging position. So you're going to take 1 foot forward. The other leg back, and we're just going into a stretch for your back leg. Very simple to start off with, but check your back heel is in line with your toes, so try not to rotate it inwards. Same with the front foot. Keep the knee above the ankle, press back, and just hold that position. Obviously, the further back you take your leg, the bigger the stretch is. Hold the position, ready just to lift your arms up to the ceiling, and lift your chest, and lift your gaze. Good. Lower your arms down. Now you're going to bend your front knee. I want you to crease your hips so your back is flat and bring yourself down over your front leg for a hamstring stretch into the back of the leg, guys, and then roll your spine back up again. Okay, so push the heel down, reach up to the ceiling, and then bring your arm down, bend your back leg, keep your front leg straight, take a straight back lean into that position, just hold, get that stretch into the back of your leg, and then roll your spine up. Good. Now lift the back heel. So this is where we get a little bit more movement into our pelvis. So what we're now going to do is really give this area of our legs a stretch by moving the pelvis around the top of the thigh bone. Okay, so nothing's going to move below my pelvis, my legs are staying in the same position. And as I breathe out, I want to pull the tummy in and squeeze the butt and just try and curl as if we're trying to curl our tailbones underneath us and then uncurl. Okay, so about 6 of those, just curling, and my back goes flat here and I'm really squeezing to try and get that under me and then uncurl. Doesn't look like much, but you should feel a big stretch through the front of the thigh and uncurl. Good. One more. Curl, hold, squeeze harder, butt should feel like that, and then release out. Good. Keep your knee exactly as it is in that position. I'm moving so that I don't hit the wall, and I want you to bring your arms out, bring them out to that position. We're going to do a normal side bend, so it just means you're in an aeroplane position. So if I come forward, you're going to take your arms out into that aeroplane position and back to center. And the other side and center. I always think this is a bit like a fixed wing aeroplane, just banking. Your head's not going to collapse, it's going with you. And other side. Good. Let's keep the arms there, otherwise bring them down for a little rest. Hold your stability. You're going to rotate now, so keep the hips where they are. Breathe in. And back to center. And breathe in. And back to center. We're doing 2 on either side, so this is number 2. Inhale. And exhale. Sniff some air in. And exhale. Now bring your fixed wings back. And go half turn to one side towards the open side. Invert the palm of the hand. Bring it into the side of your knee. And we're going down into open angle triangle. Now this is a yoga position. You reach and you push with your arm. Just open your chest a little bit. Hold that position. Bring your arm back. Lift to the side, rotate. Now we're going to the other side. If possible, if you need to, push your back heel down into the floor. Rotate to the opposite side, invert your hand, reach. Now press, it's harder on this side. Press hard, don't go too low, just open the chest. You should be getting a stretch in your butt, in your glute, in your hip. Open, open to the side. Woo! Bring yourself back. Right, now just lift yourself up onto your standing leg. Hold that position. Right, you can take your arms out if you want to. And tap the floor. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're really standing on that front leg. Not collapsing. Up to 6. Whatever that is. And then bring your foot down. Okay, so bring yourself back onto your mat again if you need to, or I'm going to stand here, otherwise I won't have enough space. Take your leg forward and just push out with the heel once again. So you push that heel into the floor, really good. Squeeze to open the back of the leg. And then bend your knee. Hold the position. Your 6 little pelvic curls into that side. 1, 2, really making that sense of the back glute firing up. 4, hold, especially if you're tight in your lower back. This is an incredibly good exercise to open up the lower back, to just get the connection between the back leg, or the leg and the thigh, and the lower back lengthened. Okay, hold that for a couple of breaths and then just release out. So you've still got your heel lifted if you wish. You can push your heel back if you need to. Okay, take your arms out to the side. You're doing your side bend, over and back. Remember, we only did 2 on either side. So other side, oh, I can't remember which way I went, so we'll just go that way. And again, and back, and over, and back. Good. Now, rotating. Let's rotate to this side without this hip moving. So as you rotate to that side, you want to keep pushing your hip forward so it doesn't open, doesn't go with you. And back to center. And the same on the other side. Remember, we're breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring yourself back to center. If necessary, lower your arms and have a little rest. You're doing a half turn. You're going to invert your hand. Bring your hand onto your thigh. Now, if you can only go to here, that's fine. If you want to go lower, do. If you want to push your heel down, do. Open. Now press, reaching towards your ankle. Open into that stretch. And bring yourself back. This is called the open angled triangle in yoga. Rotate to the other side. Back of the hand into the knee. Not too far. Just push and open. Reverse open angled triangle. Really hard to keep your stability. Back to center. Let's do 2 more. So down. Maybe slide the hand a little lower if you can. Breathe in. Get that pressure into the leg. Get the pressure of the leg into the arm. And back. Rotate to the other side. Believe me, I feel quite wobbly as well. So if you're finding this hard, just focus. And then back. Woo. Bring yourself back to center. And we're going to stand onto that leg. Hold. Just get your leg pressing down. Get rid of the wobble. And tap for 6. 2, 3. Relax your ribs. 4, 5, 6. And lower your leg all the way down. Well done. Give your legs a shake out. And now bring yourselves back onto your mat. So we're going to start off on our backs. Lie down, and we're going to, this is going to be a fairly flowing sequence. So set up your, whatever you're using, your computer or your tablet on the floor or your phone, so that you can see it. I want you to make sure, I don't want you to have to move it too much, so we'll just, I'll try and remember, keep it in one position. Okay, arms down by your sides. And then just relax your ribs. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, just let your ribs relax down. Make sure your eyes can see forward, otherwise you need something under your head. Shoulders relaxed, heels close enough to you, not too close, just about a foot away from your sit bones. And then as you breathe out, just curl up. Now your lower back should have released a little bit. Doesn't mean to say you don't have to use your glutes. You really have to use those to power yourself up. Push your knees forward. Breathe out, sink the breastbone. Roll down. Okay, 2 more. Exhale. Going to add the arms now. So inhale, reach your arms back. Roll your spine down. And again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, roll your spine down. And inhale, just bring your arms up to the ceiling. Now, you've got the option to curl forward with your hands and your fingertips reaching forward, if you want that added bit of work, or just link your hands. Okay, let's all just link our hands and bring them behind the head for the first couple anyway. So we're going to curl forward, and as we curl forward, we're You're going to hold that position and straighten one leg. Keep the legs, this leg still, that hip down, and you're going to adduct your leg for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the position, abduct, going out. 2, 3, 4. Make sure your hip stays still. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your leg back, drag the heel back in towards you, and roll your head and shoulders back down again. Okay, so the next one I'll do it without my hands behind my head. Breathe out, curl forward, deep curl, reach your leg, and now adduct. 2, 3, 4, feel it in your inner thighs. Keep squeezing your legs towards each other. Tummy working. Last one, and abduct, going out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drag your heel back, roll your spine down, and just take a moment to lift your arms up and circle them back to your sides. Alright, I'm going to change position because we're going to add to that. You can either have the hands behind your head. Once again, breathe out, curl forward, slide out one leg, slide out the other leg. Keeping the curl forward, we're going to do both legs. 10, 9, 8. Really try and squeeze those inner legs together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your legs together, drag your heels back slowly, and roll your head and shoulders back down again. Okay, curling forward, we can do that one more time. Curl forward, reach out with your legs. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drag your knees back. Roll your head and shoulders down. And reach the arms back behind you. And then sweep your arms. Once you've rolled, bring your arms down to your sides. Okay, so this time we're going to curl the tailbone up underneath us and push our knees forward and stretch out through those knees. Bring your arms up. Good. Circle your arms back to your sides. Press your arms down, so you want lots of support through the backs of your arms. Some people like to make fists like this to hold themselves up. Sink your breastbone down and just lift up one leg. Reach it up and lower it down so that your leg's about level with your other leg. We're going to point the foot. We're going to do exactly the same as we've just done. 10 squeezes in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the leg back. Lower your whole hip and your leg down. And lift and lower. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to come up for number 10. Up. Now lift your leg up. Now lift your hip up on that side so it twists upwards and lower it back down. And throw the hip up and down. Now don't think about throwing your leg over the side. Think of the hip lifting the leg and lower. Try not to just lift up your back and drop. 2 more. Up and drop. Good. Last one. Up, drop, bend your knee, lower your foot down, roll your spine all the way down, lengthen out through your tail. Bring your heel onto your knee and just draw your legs in towards you. Now, find your favorite glute stretch. We've all got different ones, but just see if you can open out that hip for a few seconds. And then bring your foot back down again. Okay, so keeping the arms down this time, roll your hips up. So guys, try not to lift your ribs up like that. Sink your ribs down, keep the ribs where they are. Keep the hips lifted And if necessary, dig your elbows in so you feel you've got a solid platform to work from. Lift the leg up, reach up. Now squeeze it in. You're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it back. Okay, you're going to lower the whole shape down and lift it back up again. Lower it down, lift back up. Changing back to my normal side. Should be on number 4 now. And lift, lower, and lift up. Okay, hold that position. Push, 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 push. See if you can lift the other hip up a little higher. And bring it back to parallel. And lift, and lower. You've got 4 more. Up, and lower. 3 more. Up, and lower. 2 more. Up, and lower. Bring your foot down. Roll your spine down. Put your ankle just above your knee. Draw your knee in towards you. Keep your head down. So this is going to get into all kinds of tight parts. Just hold that stretch and breathe. And then bring your feet back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll yourselves up onto your balancing position. So we're going to start off with rolling like a ball. And then we're going into roll over, where once again I want you to protect your necks and do what you can do. Okay? So shoulders down, just tuck your tail under you, roll for 5. So I was saying my lower back's a little bit stiff. I want to work harder through my tummy so I can get that curve in my back. Keeping this really simple, guys, but don't flap your legs up. Last one. Hold the position. Right, now roll down. Press your arms into the mat. Now let's do the first 2, starting off with our knees bent. You want to try and do a really deep pelvic curl to curl the tailbone off the floor. And lower it back down again. So this is the preparation. Just that deep pelvic curl. Oh, trying to get the tailbone off. Believe you me, there's pressure into the backs of my arms as well. Keeping my head down. Good. Now I'm going to roll onto my shoulders. And I'm going to stretch my legs out and reach up. Now try and keep the hips even. Flex your heels. Don't let your legs collapse down. Roll your spine down. And then reach out and semicircle with the legs. So we're going to bring them into that bent position. Roll over, reach, flex, roll your spine down. Please note, I'm not bringing myself right onto my head as I do that. I'm going to add the long leg version up and still lift my head and roll down. Sweep the legs together, up and over, reach up with the heels, roll the spine down, and bring your legs back together and bring your feet down onto the ground, everyone. So from here, we're going to roll onto our sides. So stretch out your arm, stretch out your legs. Okay? And you want to sense that your top leg's reaching away, back of your hands pressing into the floor. You can do that position, you can do that position. And you're going to bring your top foot onto your knee, and the movement we're going to do is that. Okay, so this is just like an oyster through the top leg. The bottom leg is absolutely still. I've actually tucked my toes underneath me to keep that pressure. And we're going to start and do 6, okay? And then we're going to add to that movement. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we're going to add. We're going to tap behind. As I tap behind, bring the leg other leg forward. Tap in front, tap to the center, lower the knee. Okay? So it's open, tap front, tap center, and close. Open, and close. Open, tap, open, tap, open, tap, close, open, tap, open, tap, open, tap, close. Last two. And close, last one. And close. Now reach your legs out. Stretch out your legs. So this one we're going to do toes together, and then heels together, and then knees together. So it's a good workout for the hips. First of all, lift your legs up so that they're in that V shape. Then open your knees and bring the balls of your feet together. Reach out with your legs. Bring your heels together. Now the bottom leg is more or less still on the floor. You're not trying to lift it up. And reach. Then keeping the bottom leg on the floor, squeeze the top knee to the bottom knee, open your feet. So off we go for 5 more. Reach. Toes together. Heels together. Knees together. Toes together. Heels together. Knees together. Toes together. Heels together. Knees. Oh, that squeeze. Whoops. And okay, so toes together, heels together, knees together. Last one. Toes together, heels together, knees together. Reach your legs out. Bend your knee. Just push yourself up for a second. Hold on to the foot, push it back behind you, and open out your hip. Now, push out with your leg and look down towards your lower elbow. Try not to collapse. Reach. Good. Now, you want to round your back, put your foot in your hand, take your leg forward into a hamstring stretch, lift it up, and do that once again. So the foot comes behind you, push out, push forward, push up, open, and then bring your leg back down again. All right, we're going to do it all over again on the other side. So stretching the legs out in the opposite direction. Got the, you know the pat drill now. Toe on knee, and 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, open. So we're going tap, 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 close, and faster. Tap, 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 and close. Okay, so I've forgotten to move my underneath leg. So we're going to tap behind, bring the leg forward, back to center, behind, center, drop. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, close, and 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and close. Sorry about the mistake in the middle. We will make them. Reach out with your toes. Bring your legs up. Open. So we've got that scissors position, and then we're going toes together, heels together, knees together, open. Toes together, heels together, knees together, open. Toes together, heels together, knees together, open, toes together. This is the last one, heels together, knees together, open. Bring your knees back. Prop yourself up on your forearm. Take a hold of your foot, take your knee back behind you. Push hard. Now push your foot against your hand. You're not pulling your heel into your bottom. You're pushing to open the shoulder, squeezing the butt and getting that stretch all the way up into our psoas muscle again. Good. And then stand your foot in your hand if you can, or hold on to your shin, or hold on to your trousers, whatever you can manage, and reach out. Bring your leg up. Hamstring stretch again. Take your knee behind you, push your foot against your hand, open. Last one, take your leg forward, hamstring stretch forward. Now your back is rounding when you do this. You're leaning backwards. Your back is rounding when you bring your leg up. Bring it towards you if you can. Depends how flexible you are. Don't fight it. Bring your leg all the way back. Right, now guys, we're going to be lying on our tummies. So I want you just to stretch your legs out and roll straight onto your tummy in this position. I'd like you to put one hand here, the other hand there, and I want you just to push so that you roll from your side onto your tummies, okay? Now we're going to imagine that we're like a barrel rolling, everything really strong. This is not the extension part of our class, okay? Everything really strong and tight through the abdominals, pushing out through the top leg. Roll. Now as you roll, keep your head slightly lifted. Keep your hand pressing down to make sure that you're really stable through that side. Reach out with your legs. Try and hover your legs off the floor and just come up into that extension. Then reach out with the legs and roll from your ankles, through your knees, through your hips, and come back into that position. All right? So reach out, press into the floor, stabilize yourself, make yourself very strong through your center. Roll and up. A little bit higher maybe. And roll and back. Good, let's do that one more time. Reach out, roll and up. Hold the position. Drag your other hand back so both hands are in next to you. Reach out with your legs. Draw your shoulders down. Just see if you can maybe hover your hands up off the floor. Press them down. Reach out with your arm. Roll, reach, 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 reach. And drop your legs all the way down. Alright, so we're going to go in the other direction. I'll do it from behind. So you're going to be lying on your back. And what you don't want is your back to be arching. So you want a sense of really reaching out through your legs. Your legs are just slightly in front of you in this position. Press your palm down. Engage your tummy. Reach out. Just hover the legs off the floor. The head slightly off the arm. And control your roll. Breathe. As you push with the arms, roll back. And reach. Just rest. You can rest your legs in between if you wish. So engage the tummy. Push out your legs. Feel as if someone's holding your ankles, pulling them away from you. Reaching, control, come up a little bit higher. Reach out. And bring your head and neck back down again. Okay, so we hold the position when we get there this time. Reach out with your legs. Hold that position. Legs are still off the ground. Press into the arms. Reach, reach, reach. Remember, you're not lifting, you're not bending. Hold. See if you can just hover your hands off the ground. Bring them back down, and this time just let yourself drop. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Just slide the hands slightly further forward. Lift your head, lift your neck. Come all the way up into a swan position. Breathe in. Exhale, roll your spine down. Bring your elbows down. Bring your head down. Last one, bring your head and neck up. Come up into that position. Breathe in. As you breathe out, roll your spine all the way down. Good. Now push your hands next to your chest and sit back for a moment. So bring yourselves back into your shell position. Just wiggle the hips from side to side. Okay, so just to build up our strength a little bit. And I want you to, we're going to do a little bit of playing around with the plank. You can either do it in this position if you've got wrist issues, or I'm going to do it with my hands in this position. We are actually doing a press up rather than a plank when we do this exercise. So you're pushing out with your legs, pushing up with your hands, not sagging, holding that position, and the exercise is tap to the side, tap to the front, tap to the opposite side. Okay, 3 on each side. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and back. Drop your knees. Sit backwards. Let your hips wiggle side to side. Pop your hands back down. Lift your sit bones up. Up into the dog. Downward dog. Drop your heels. Push. And lift. Okay, if you're very tight, just drop one heel at a time. And reach. And up. And again. Reach. And up. Last one. Hold. Soften your knees. Roll your spine up. Whoa. I feel a bit hot and sweaty. Roll down. Draw up your tummy. Just let yourself go down, no tension in the body. Go down that little bit further if you've got it in you. And then roll all the way back up again. Thank you very much.